Captain Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
About 2 weeks ago, we seen Nolan Wells' friend do an interview on the Officer Tatum show. And a lot of people listened to that interview and they said, man, we didn't see no emotions in that interview for this to be his best friend. There's no emotion, with no tears dropped. None of that. He never been to Nolan Wells' house, spend the night over there, spend time with him. What best friend don't spend the night at his best friend's house? Vice versa. So now, today, we got a new cast of friends who then returned to the Officer Tatum show. And we're going to go over here and check this out and see what they got to say. I haven't seen this interview. I wanted to do the natural reaction and watch it with you guys. So let's go over here and see what the rest of the friends and the rest of the guys who we didn't see on the boat got to say about that day on July 4th, 2026. Let's go.
You know, obviously, before this happened, I would assume you're living a regular life, young guys being in college, having a typical experience, then you lose your friend.
I think, ever since it happened, my life just, hit like a hole. Even going out, we're always paranoid somebody's gonna see us, get spotted, try to beat us up potentially, or even worse.
You just met these young men more recently. And are you confident that these young men had nothing to do with it? We have Ed Pausick, Warren, Jax, and then we have Morgan here. And so I talked to Warren last time.
Whoa. One guy is missing. Where's Bart? I don't see Bart. Bart is the name that was being yelled out on that tow call, on that emergency call, the day on the 4th of July when the boat was supposed to have been sinking. Where is Bart?
I was here. We had a really deep conversation, and I'm glad that we were able to get other perspectives now that we have Ed here. Ed is a defamation attorney. And I want to start with you, Ed. Why did you choose to work with the boys? What is your plans? What do you expect to get out of working with them? What's your expectations when it comes to defamation?
Well, I think an injustice in one place is an injustice everywhere. I hate lying. I care about the truth, but most of all, it's the actual people who are involved here. So first of all, I just want to say Tyler Cox really welcomed me here, my co-counsel. He's an incredible human being and he's an incredible attorney. And then after that, I had an opportunity to meet these incredible young men. And I just got to say, these guys are unbelievable. Warren, Jackson, Morgan, they're just beautiful people. They're really decent human beings. They're just great people.
You don't even know them. Unless you got family ties or something. I know you just didn't meet them on a defamation of character case. You saying all the good stuff, but how do you know? Do you know them? Was you there on the 4th of July? Did you get the actual truth on what happened? All of his friends that was there, no one seems to know what happened, or someone might know what happened. But you sure is polishing them up real good. These are beautiful human beings. They could be. But you putting a 10 on it too, man. Let's hurry up and get to the bottom of this because I am tired of the games that's being played. They trying to hush people up, defamation of character, lawyers, and all this old stuff. If this stuff comes out that it was some foul play, man, everybody involved in this who on these sides gonna be looking crazy, man.
And that's why I'm here, because I want to help great people. And this is a very sad situation, but it's also a very human situation, and it's a tragedy.
So you guys have, obviously before this happened, I would assume you're living a regular life, young guys being in college, having a typical experience, then you lose your friend, Nolan. And after that, what has life been like for you guys?
I think ever since it happened, my life just hit like a hole. It just stopped. And we just gotta live day by day from now on. I could say definitely a whole flip upside down for our lives. It's even going out, we're always paranoid somebody's gonna see us, get spotted, try to beat us up potentially, or even worse. We're really just trying to stay low key and not go out as much or anything like that. Yeah.
It's been hard because my friends and I are people. I mean, we like to be out and hang out outside of our friend group, and not being able to like go certain places or, walk around in public because our head's always on a swivel. It's really affected all of us. I mean, especially in like my family's standpoint, my safety comes first. My friends and family safety come first too, and it's been really hard because I'm worried about like my family as well with me, and it's hard, but we're just going day by day and just trying to get through every day.
Can you give me some examples of what has happened? Have you guys had things happen online, threats online? Have you guys have any examples of?
If they didn't, I know Nolan Wells' mom did. She got threats online. The same threats I'm pretty sure that these guys might have had gotten. People is concerned. People want to know what happened. People want to know the truth. People is tired of hearing about it. People is tired of it being dragged out. And it still amazes me how all these guys still haven't been questioned by the police yet. And it amazes me how all these guys are willing to go on a platform to do content. See, now it became content. It's no longer serious. Now this stuff then turned into a reality show, a TV show, to where everybody is concerned about being in front of a camera. And it amazes me also how Officer Tatum, how he was able to get all these guys, regardless of what people say about the man, he's able to get all these guys and put them in front of a camera, which is pretty genius to me. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. When it all comes out, everything come together, everything will be used in court. This is not something that's just going to fade away. It's going to get solved. Trust me, they're going to get to the bottom of it. These are professionals, whether they want to or whether they don't. Somebody going to feel the need to say, you know what? I don't feel like this is right. Let's get to the bottom of it. If it was an accident, then it was an accident. But the way that things is looking from all the evidence that we heard, it just looked like something strange happened, man.
Of people accosting you or anything like that?
Oh yeah, we have had countless death threats online. Been spotted. I'll let you elaborate more on that. Being spotted.
People have always.
Why he got to talk about being spotted? You said y'all been spotted. Tell him about you being spotted. Why you got to go to him as if this was planned or thought out well? No, if you been spotted, tell your experience of you being spotted. I want you to tell it. Why do he got to tell it?
Honestly, just pointed us out. I mean, as a group and even on a one-on-one setting, I think it's really just like awkward because I don't want to talk about this, and I know my friends don't want to talk about this any more than we need to. We're still mourning one of our best friends' death, and it's hard to speak about it when, like sometimes we just need some alone time, or sometimes we just need to, lay back and not be around all this. And I've been called out in public, and I haven't been in public that much. I know my friends have had encounters in public. The threats have been insane from my stepmom and my dad, my mom, everyone included, like even my brothers and my sisters, and it's just hard. I mean, it's unbelievable where like this has been taken to and the level where this is at.
And we say
again, you still haven't said nothing about the guy who just told you, and you go ahead and speak on that. He still ain't said nothing about the threats he got. It's all about you, Warren. I guess is that Warren or Wine? I'm not for sure which one that is, but you the only one talking about the threats you got. The rest of them guys just sitting there like they part of a big old. Look at this, man. This stuff have became to a good reality show, man.
Been called out in public. Can you give me an example of like, what do you mean? People are threatening you with weapons? People are.
There we go. Now let the guy in the middle with the blue shirt on answer that question.
Or, not allowing you, deny you service? Because I heard that Trayston, he went to a corner store and they told him his money is not good there. They wouldn't even let him buy Gatorade.
Yeah.
Are you experiencing things like that or something totally different?
Right. I wouldn't say like that. I think I haven't been denied, anything, but like tracing, it's hard to hear from a good friend of mine that he's getting denied a Gatorade and a Red Bull before work, and having to, like, he calls me, he's like, dude, you won't believe what just happened. He got called out at Walmart. Someone called him out at Walmart and was like asking him all these questions and trying to press him about it. And it's crazy to me. Like, you know, we live in a very tight-knit community, and for people to, you know, push back and say these things when they know what Ocean Springs is like, it's really hard. And I mean, I haven't had many personal encounters, but I know being around the guys and stuff like that, they have. So.
And Ed, as an attorney that's representing these boys, I mean, what does that make you feel like? You know, do you feel like you got a good case here, or, you know, what's your perspective in that? Because, you know, people are online, and obviously they know who you are. Obviously they know you represented Donald Trump in some pretty high-profile cases. And so now that you've joined, or
they went and got a lawyer that represent Donald Trump, all because what they really want to do is get people to stop talking about it. That's the whole thing. We want people to stop talking about this, because if y'all be quiet, this stuff will eventually fade away. That's why I don't care. I seen the views going down on. I don't care, because the people that's watching is the people that's all I'm concerned about, is them few people. They can share it to whoever they want to share it and keep it going, but they want this to go away. They want to quiet down, because if it quiet down, they can silence the people. And like I say, it will fade to black.
At least now you work for the young men here. You hear them say things like they've been accosted, they've been, you know, threatened online. Does that make your case a greater case, or how do you work within what's happening to these young men?
Well, unfortunately, I wish there was no case. I wish this hadn't happened. But unfortunately, because these things did happen, there is a case, and now there's multiple cases. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're out there and you lied about these guys, you lied about my guys, you lied about Tyler's guys here, if you lied about Morgan, if you lied about Jax, if you lied about Warren, we're going to get you. And you're going to be...
Man, nobody gives up. Nobody care. We want the truth. We want the truth. We want it to come out. We don't care about none of these scare tactics. We don't care about none of that. We don't care about none of that.
Into court, you're going to be held accountable, and it's going to be very painful. And what I would say to the people who have done that is, now
they better hope they ain't did nothing, because it's going to be very painful. They better hope they ain't did nothing, because it's going to be very painful. It go both ways. It goes both ways.
Your chance. If you want to apologize and retract before you find yourself in court, you should probably do that now. Because if you don't do that, once you're in court, now you just can't leave. You won't be.
Look how they laughing. Look how they laughing, y'all. Look at this, man. Look how they laughing. Oh yeah, we got a good one now. We got some help now. Man, this is crazy how far people would go, man. How far people would go. This is crazy. Now, I get it. I understand. Like I say, we don't know if they had any involvement with anything, but I will say this. We all waiting on the truth to come out. We all know it's some foul play that's been going on. You know, that second examiner didn't get that throat, didn't get them lungs. Why? Why haven't the police department went this far as this lawyer is going? Why the sheriff's department not saying what this lawyer say? Yeah, you better hope we don't find out who did this, because if we did, it's going to be painful. It's crazy, man. Nolan Wells don't get this support. He ain't getting this support.
Be able to get out of it.
But he going to get it from us.
And we're not going to name names, because there's some other folks who are doing that, and we want to be better than that. And I want to emphasize this, right? We're not here to guess. We're not here to speculate. We're only going to deal in facts. Right? And here's the most important thing, right? We don't know how Nolan Wells died. No one here is saying we know. But what we do know is Morgan, Jax, and Warren had nothing whatsoever to do with Nolan Wells' death.
All right. Ben Crump, y'all need to hurry the hell up and give us that audio, man. Hurry up. What the hell is up, man? I seen somebody in the comments that been crop them. They know what they're doing. Well, they need to hurry up and show us they know what they're doing. Hurry up with the audio, man.
And that's what's important. And unfortunately,
or is they sitting back letting everybody just talk and gather up information? What y'all think?
Because there are people who want to divide a town and come in from the outside and tell people what to think and pit neighbor against neighbor, it compounds the tragedy. It
divide a town? That town been divided. Mississippi been. Do you know what you talking about, man? Do we got to go back and do our homework and bring all the people who been done wrong of color in Mississippi? What are you talking about, man?
Magnifies the tragedy. And I just want to say this. Here's why it's an even bigger tragedy. Because my friends here, Morgan, Jax, and Warren, these guys are not just the finest that Ocean Springs has to offer, finest that Mississippi has to offer. These are the finest young men that America has to offer. These are, really great people. And Tyler actually taught me good Ocean Springs people. That was one of the first things I heard when I got here. So I'll just say that they're good Ocean Springs people.
Sorry to interrupt. I know you're enjoying.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of there. Y'all can go to Officer Tatum. Let me take y'all to his channel, and y'all go watch the rest of the interview. Here go his channel, the Officer Tatum Show. Y'all go over there and watch the rest of that interview over there. I'm gonna go ahead and end this on this note. I'm just waiting on Ben Crump. I'm waiting on them to do their job, man. I'm waiting on them to bring us some information. They've been quiet, which is okay. That's how it goes sometimes. They professionals. I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing. We all waiting on this audio that's they supposed to have from the tow call. We waiting on that. Other than that, man, I don't know how they going. It seems like the way everybody is sticking together in that town, we not going to get a link of information. That we dealing with professionalism at this point. So only thing that we got to bank on is what's on that audio. We still haven't heard from the girl Katie. At least I haven't seen anything on it. Leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. I noticed the same guy. What's that? Is that Warren? I noticed he's the only one that's talking. As y'all can see in that interview, the other two guys haven't said a word. So y'all got to go over there to Officer Tatum Show and see if they can say, if y'all going to see them do any talking. But as of right now, I'm done with that one. It's another one that I'm going to be doing a reaction to, and hopefully we can find something with Bart and see if he did a reaction. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. Please share the video, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch all of y'all on the next reaction.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.